Okay, this is Jessie Keaveney, and I'm continuing with part 2 of chapter 4, Time Value of Money, Financial Management for Brenau University. All right, problem number 11. If you deposit $16,000 per annum, or in other words, per year, for 12 years, each deposit is made at the end of each year, so that's an ordinary annuity, in an account that pays an annual interest rate of 14%, what will your account be worth at the end of 12 years? So you want to know the future value. So we're going to go out here and we're going to find another problem that's looking at the future value. You're going to copy that, go back over here, right click and paste. So $16,000 per year is going to be your payment because that is what you're depositing in your account. Your present value is 0. So it's 12 years is in. And the interest rate is 14%. And then I'm just going to put a negative sign in front of that so that it's a future value of $436,331.98. Okay, problem number 12. You plan to borrow $389,000 now and repay it in 25 equal annual installments. The payments will be made at the end of each year. So this is another ordinary annuity. If the annual interest rate is 14%, how much will your annual payments be? So let's go back out here to find something that has payments, which is right here. So we're going to copy this, go back to your problems, right click and paste. So you're going to borrow $389,000 now, it's your present value. Repay it in 25 equal annual installments. The annual interest rate is 14%. And your payment shows $56,598.88. Okay, number 13. You are told that if you invest $11,000 per year for 23 years, all payments made at the end of each year, so that's an ordinary annuity, you will have accumulated $366,000 at the end of the period. What annual rate of return is the investment offering? So we're going to go back out here to find one that has the interest rate. We're going to copy that. Go back over here and paste. So you're going to invest $11,000 per year as your payment for 23 years. All payments made at the end of the year, so that's an ordinary annuity. You will have accumulated $366,000 at the end of the period. What is the annual rate of return? So you see where it gave me an error message on the I. That means that I need to make sure that I put a negative sign in front of the payment. So that changed to an interest rate of 3.21%. Okay, next problem. You are offered an annuity that will pay $17,000 per annum for 7 years. The first payment will be made today. That tells me that this is an annuity due because the payment is made at the beginning of the period. If you feel that the appropriate discount rate is 11%, what is the annuity worth to you today? So you are looking for the present value because you want to know the worth today. So we're going to go out, find a problem with present value, copy that, go back over here and right click and paste. So I want to make sure that I put a comma 1 because this is an annuity due problem. Will pay $17,000 per year for 7 years, 11%, and just change that to a negative. So that tells me that the present value is $88,919.14. Okay, problem number 15. If you deposit $15,000 per annum for 9 years, each deposit is made at the beginning of the year, so that tells me that, again, this is another annuity due, and an account that pays an annual interest rate of 8%, what will your account be worth at the end of 9 years? So this is telling me that I'm looking for future value. So I'm going to go out here, find one that has future value, copy. Back here, right click and paste. Since this is an annuity due, I'm going to go ahead and put the comma 1 in the formula and copy and paste. Okay, $15,000 per year is my payment. And then annual interest rate of 8% and 9 years. And I'm going to change that to a negative. So that's telling me that my future value is $202,298.44. Okay, next problem. You plan to accumulate $450,000 over a period of 12 years by making equal annual deposits to an account that pays an interest rate of 9%. Assume all payments will occur at the beginning of each year. So this is another annuity due. What amount must you deposit each year to reach your goal? So you are looking at payments. So we're going to go up here, find one that has payment. Right click and paste. So you want to, your future value is $450,000 over a period of 12 years that pays an interest rate of 9%. So I'm going to change that to be negative. I want this to be an annuity due. So that's telling me that my payment is $20,497.98. And I'm just going to move that so that we know that that's an annuity due. Okay, number 17. You are told that if you invest $11,100 per annum for 19 years, all payments are made at the beginning of the year, so that's another annuity due. You will have accumulated $375,000 at the end of 19 years. What annual rate of return does the investment offer? So we are looking at interest rate. So we are going to find one that has interest rate, copy that. Go back to our spreadsheet, right click and paste. This is an annuity due, so I'm going to go ahead and put the comma 1 for the type and bring that over here. You're told that you invest, so that's $11,100 per annum for 19 years. So your future value is $375,000. And just change your payment to a negative. You see the arrow right here. So if you change your payment to negative, that's telling you that the interest rate is 5.48%. Okay, number 18. You plan to buy a car that has a total drive-out cost of $25,700. You will make a down payment of $35.98. The remainder of the car's cost will be financed over a period of 5 years. You will repay the loan by making equal monthly payments. Your quoted annual interest rate is 8% with the monthly compounding of interest. The first installment will be due 1 month after the purchase date. What will your monthly payment be? So this is telling me that it is an ordinary annuity because it's due after 1 month after the purchase date. So it's at the end of that period. So it's looking for payment. So I'm going to go up here and copy this. Copy and paste. I'm going to go ahead and take off the 1 because it's an ordinary annuity. Okay, drive out cost to $25,700. But the down payment is $35.98. So you're going to take the $25,700 less $35.98 because that's your down payment. You only want to show the present value of $22,102 because that is what you're going to finance over the remainder of the period. So It's financed over 5 years. Right here it tells us, but it's monthly compounding. So that means it's 5 years times 12 months in a year, so that's 60 months. And the interest rate is 0.08 because it's 8% annual divided by 12 months in a year. So that tells us that the payment is $448.15 a month. Okay, next problem. You are considering leasing a car. You notice an ad that says you can lease the vehicle you want for $477 per month. The lease term is 60 months with the first payment due at the inception of the lease. So that's telling me that this is an annuity due because it's due at the beginning of the period. You must also make an additional down payment of $2,370. The ad also says that the residual value of the vehicle is $20,430. After much research, you have concluded that you could buy the car for a total drive-out price of $33,800. What is the quoted annual interest rate you will pay for the lease? So let's go up here to this one, copy the interest rate, go down here and paste because we're looking for interest rate. This one's an annuity due and it's already set up that way, so that's fine. You know that the payment is $477 a month. The lease term is 60 months for N. You make an additional down payment of $2,370, but the drive out price is $33,800 less the down payment at $2,370. So that tells you what you're financing. But it also tells you that the residual value of the vehicle is $20,430. So that gives you your future value. So it calculates a 1.12% interest rate, but that is on a monthly basis. So to get the annual rate, you're going to take that times 12 and just go up here and change the formatting. And that is your annual interest rate of 13.47%. Okay, and that's it for part 2, and I will come back and I will do another video for part 3. Thank you very much.